You sit at the console in the deep observation deck. The room hums with the sound of cooling fans. A half-empty mug of coffee rests near your elbow. It went cold an hour ago. You do not care about the coffee. You care about the screen in front of you. The galactic registry maps are usually quiet. They show the slow drift of distant stars. They show the silent dance of nebulas. But today is different. Today the screen ripples like water. A spike of data cuts through the static. It is not a random burst of radiation. It has a rhythm. It has a pulse. You lean closer to the monitor. The light reflects in your eyes. You tap a sequence of commands on the glass keypad. The audio filters kick in. The static washes away. A clear tone rings out. It sounds like a bell struck underwater. It repeats 3 times. Then it pauses. Then it repeats again. This is intentional. You feel a shiver run down your spine. This is the moment every listener waits for. You check the source origin. It comes from a sector marked as empty. The charts say nothing is there. The signal says otherwise. You grab your headset. You patch into the main command channel. Your voice remains steady despite your racing heart. You report the anomaly. The room behind you erupts into activity. Other experts rush to their stations. Screens flare to life with new data. The signal is getting stronger. It is not just a noise anymore. It's a map. It's an invitation. Someone is knocking on our front door. They are waiting for us to answer. You look at the frequency waves. They are beautiful. They are terrifying. You realize your life just changed forever. You stand on the launch gantry 3 weeks later. The wind whips at your flight suit. The hearth ship towers above you. It is sleek and white. It does not look like a military vessel. It looks like a sculpture. It has no cannons. It has no missile racks. It is built for speed and endurance. It is built to say hello. You walk toward the airlock. The metal ramp clangs under your boots. Steam vents from the lower engines. The smell of ozone and fuel hangs heavy in the air. You spot the captain near the entrance. She looks calm. She checks a datapad with practiced ease. You catch her eye. She gives you a nod. You return it. The crew is small. Everyone is a volunteer. We are all leaving everything behind. There is no guarantee of a return trip. You step inside the hull. The air changes instantly. It becomes crisp and recycled. The sounds of the outside world vanish. You find your station on the bridge. The seat molds to your back. You strap in. The harness feels tight across your chest. The main screen shows the sky above. It is a deep blue turning to black. The engines begin a deep chant. The floor vibrates beneath your feet. It tickles a little. You try not to laugh. Nerves make you giddy. Launch control counts down in your ear. The numbers drop steadily. 10, 9, 8. You grip the armrests. The engines roar to life. Gravity pushes you down. The sky rushes away. The blue turns to star-field black. You are leaving home. You are going to find the source. The ship glides through the silence of the void. You drift past the moon. It looks like a gray marble from here. Mars is just a red dot in the distance. You focus on the navigation table. The ancient glyphs from the signal float in the air. They are holograms. They spin slowly. Experts back home spent days arguing over these shapes. Some thought they were warnings. Others thought they were a menu. You prefer the map theory. You trace a line with your finger. The glowing path leads toward a pulsar. It is a dense neutron star. It spins rapidly. It acts like a lighthouse in the dark. Your navigator sits to your left. He looks tired. He has been staring at the charts for 12 hours. He points to a cluster of symbols. He thinks they represent gravity wells. You agree with him. The path requires precise timing. One wrong turn means we hit a sun. That would be a very short trip. You adjust the course trajectory. The ship responds smoothly. The glyphs seem to lock into place. They turn from red to green. The computer chirps a happy tone. It likes the new heading. You feel a sense of relief. We are on the right track. The alien citadel waits at the end of this road. Hopefully they have guest parking. We approach the dark filament. It is a cloud of cold gas. It blocks the light of the stars behind it. The ship's sensors scream warnings. They do not like the lack of data. You dim the bridge lights. It helps you focus. The view outside becomes absolute black. It feels like driving into ink. The engines change their pitch. The hum drops an octave. It sounds like distant drums beating in a cave. The vibration moves through the hull. You can feel it in your teeth. The darkness presses against the reinforced glass. You wonder what hides in the fog. Static washes over the comm system. It sounds like whispers. You try to clear the channel. The whispers remain. They are not words. They are echoes of radiation. It is the sound of the universe breathing. You keep your eyes on the radar. A blip appears. Then another. They are asteroids. You steer the ship carefully. The thrusters fire in short bursts. The ship dances between the rocks. You clear the debris field. The darkness begins to thin. A light appears ahead. It is purple and soft. You made it through the filament. You let out a breath you were holding. The mist clears completely. You see it for the first time. Sathara. It is not a planet. It is a construct. Towering arches rise from the nebular mist. They twist like ribbons of silver. They are massive. They dwarf your ship. Lights twinkle along the structures. It looks like a city made of starlight. Your crew gasps in unison. No one speaks for a full minute. The scale is impossible. The beauty is overwhelming. A docking bay opens ahead. It is a ring of golden light. It pulses gently. It guides you in. You lower the landing gear. The ship touches down on a smooth platform. The engines power down. The silence returns. You unbuckle your harness. Your legs feel shaky. You walk to the airlock. The door hisses open. The ramp extends. Alien hosts wait at the bottom. They are tall and slender. Their skin shimmers like pearl. They have large, dark eyes. They do not hold weapons. They hold their palms open. It is a universal sign. They are unarmed. You walk down the ramp. The air smells like rain and cinnamon. You take the first step onto their world. You raise your hand in greeting. They blink slowly. It looks like a smile. The meeting takes place in a grand hall. The ceiling is made of glass. You can see the nebula swirling above. The floor is soft grass. It grows directly from the metal. We sit in a circle. There are no tables. There are no barriers. We do not speak their language yet. Our translators are still learning. But we do not need words right now. We use sound. One of the hosts plays a flute. It is carved from crystal. The notes are high and sweet. It sounds like a bird calling to its mate. You step forward. You had a tablet in your hand. You play a recording from Earth. It is the sound of a rainstorm in a forest. Thunder rolls softly. Rain hits the leaves. The aliens lean forward. Their eyes widen. They have never heard rain. They live in space. Water is controlled here. You show them pictures. You show them a blue river. You show them a green mountain. You show them a busy city street. They touch the screen gently. They make soft clicking sounds. They share their own images. They show us stars being born. They show us energy woven like fabric. We trade memories. We trade dreams. The mood shifts. The tallest host stands up. He gestures to the center of the room. A pedestal rises from the floor. A crystal sphere rests on top. It flickers with inner light. This is a test. You can feel the tension rise. The sphere projects a hologram. It shows a galaxy burning. It shows ships firing upon each other. It shows worlds turning to ash. The host looks at you. He looks at your captain. He points to the image. He tilts his head. He is asking a question. Is this your future? Is this what you bring? You shake your head firmly. You step toward the sphere. You place your hand near the light. The image changes. You think of peace. You think of cooperation. The hologram shifts. It shows two hands clasping. It shows a garden growing on a moon. It shows fleets exploring together. The host watches you closely. He looks for deception. He finds none. The sphere glows bright gold. The violent images fade. The vision of the garden remains. The council relaxes. You passed. They were afraid of us. Now they are curious. A pact is formed that day. It is not written on paper. It is recorded in light. The hosts bring out a small device. It looks like a gem. They explain it contains their history. They offer it to the captain. She accepts it with both hands. We offer something in return. We give them a seed bank. It contains samples of Earth's plants: wheat, rice, oak trees, roses. We explain how to grow them. We promise to teach them agriculture. They promise to teach us star science. You watch the exchange. It feels holy. Two species bridge the gap. We are so different, yet we both want the same things. We want safety. We want knowledge. We want a friend in the dark. The tall host touches your shoulder. His hand is cool. He points to the stars. He says a word in your language. He says, brother. The time comes to leave. The return voyage awaits. You walk back to the hearth ship. The crew carries crates of data crystals. The aliens line the platform. They wave their long arms. You wave back until the hatch closes. The launch is smooth. You rise above the arches. You look down at Zathara one last time. It shines like a jewel. You punch in the coordinates for Earth. The navigation computer is faster now. The aliens upgraded our software. They gave us a shortcut home. You sit in the pilot seat. The stars outside look different. They do not look cold anymore. They look like neighbors. You feel a lightness in your chest. You are carrying good news. You are carrying wisdom. The universe is not empty. It is full of life. The crew is in high spirits. Someone plays a guitar in the mess hall. You can hear laughter. Even the navigator is smiling. The trip back feels shorter. The fear is gone. Hope has taken its place. You watch the distance counter drop. Home is getting closer. News travels fast. We send a transmission as soon as we clear the void. The signal reaches Earth in hours. The reaction is instant. Every screen on every colony lights up. The headline is simple: we are not alone. People flood the streets. They are not panicking. They are celebrating. Fireworks explode over major cities. The internet crashes from the traffic. Everyone wants to see the pictures. Everyone wants to hear the alien flute. You land the ship 3 days later. The tarmac is packed. Thousands of people stand behind the fences. They cheer as the ramp lowers. You walk out first. The sun feels warm on your face. The gravity feels heavy but good. Cameras flash like lightning. You see flags from every nation. They are flying together. For a moment, borders do not matter. We are just humans. We are the species that made a friend. You smile at the cameras. You give a thumbs up. The roar of the crowd is deafening. It sounds like victory. Months pass. The seed project begins. A new laboratory is built on the moon. It is a joint effort. Human engineers work with alien data. We build a dome. We fill it with soil. We plant the alien gifts. We also plant the seeds we kept. We try to grow a rose in the lunar soil. It is difficult. The vacuum is harsh, but the new science helps. You visit the lab often. You watch the progress. One day, you see it. A green sprout breaks the dirt. It is a hybrid. It has the leaves of a rose. It has the shimmer of the alien plants. It glows in the dark. The experts are thrilled. This plant produces oxygen at a high rate. It can survive in low light. It is a symbol. It shows what happens when we work together. Life finds a way. The stories change. Old myths resurface. Elders speak of sky people. They used to be scary stories. Now they are history. The world feels magical again. People look up at night with wonder. They do not fear the invasion. They hope for a visit. Books are written about the journey. Movies are made. You are a character in all of them. The actor playing you is very handsome. You appreciate that. But the real change is in the schools. Children learn alien math. They learn about the filament. They draw pictures of the silver arches. They dream of being pilots. The horizon has expanded. The ceiling of our potential has lifted. We are no longer stuck on one rock. We are part of a larger community. The echoes of the first contact ring loud. They shape the future. Not everyone is happy. A rogue faction emerges. They call themselves the Terran Guard. They claim the aliens are a threat. They say the peace is a trap. They want to build weapons. They want to close the borders of the solar system. They stage a protest at the launch site. Tensions rise. They block the entrance to the next ship. You go down to talk to them. You do not bring guards. You bring the crystal sphere. You stand before their leader. You show him the recording. You show him the peaceful city. You show him the hybrid rose. You ask him what he is afraid of. He yells at first. He is angry. You listen. You let him speak. Then you speak. You tell him about the fear you felt. You tell him about the handshake. You tell him that isolation is death. Cooperation is survival. The crowd listens. They lower their signs. The anger drains away. Dialogue holds the line. The protest ends with a discussion. It is a small victory, but it matters. The anniversary arrives. 1 year since the contact. The capital city hosts a festival. It is a massive party. The streets are lit with purple and gold lanterns. Music thumps from every corner. It is a mix of human beats and alien tones. Food stalls sell fusion cuisine. You try a taco with blue spices. It is spicy. It is delicious. You see the captain dancing. She looks happy. The rogue leader is there too. He is eating a burger. He gives you a nod. You nod back. A holographic display lights up the sky. It shows the hearth ship. It shows the face of the alien host. The crowd cheers. You feel a hand on your back. It is your navigator. He hands you a drink. You toast to the stars. The night is full of joy. Strangers hug each other. The fear of the unknown is gone. We have replaced it with curiosity. We have replaced it with love. This is the best party you have ever attended. Even the cleanup tomorrow will be worth it. You step away from the noise. You find a quiet spot on a balcony. The city lights glow below. The stars shine above. You pull a card from your pocket. It arrived on the last data burst. It is a digital image. It looks like a postcard. It shows a view from Zathera. You can see the Earth in the distant sky. It is a tiny blue dot. There is text written at the bottom. The translation is simple. It says, "We stand together across the endless night." You smile. You tuck the card back into your pocket. You look up at the dot where they live. You whisper a reply. "See you soon." You turn back to the party. There is work to do tomorrow. But for now, you celebrate. The universe is wide, and we are just getting started.